There you go, friends. Doc South here. One more thing. Well, I'll probably have a bunch of stuff about my trip to L.A. to visit my son Burgess, his wife Claudia, her family, and of course granddaughter Dora. And then there were other members of my family, the various folks who live out in California. Got to see them. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. And one thing we did, one day we had a moment, and we were down in Hollywood, looked over the that Walk of Fame and Grauman's Chinese Theater, well, which was nice, kind of fun to lay eyes on it. Big place, Oosh. But we eventually, after a while, we kind of strolled down, I believe it's First Street, to Amoeba Records, where my son used to work. He was a security guy there at Amoeba. I guess if someone, I guess, acted up, I guess he got them to, well, to leave politely. Oh yeah, politely. And they, well, he said, Dad, you got to see this place. And I said, well, yeah, I sure do want to. It's Amoeba is this music store. They have, of course, all sorts of CDs and I guess computerized, music on, I, that maybe you can play through the computer somehow. I don't know. And but one thing they especially got a lot of is vintage vinyl. Yeah, collectible records, and usually in very good shape. I'd say the whole store is about an acre in size. Inside, yeah. Takes up the better part of a block. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. And I would say the vintage vinyl area is probably, it's all bins, and aisles, and wall shelves and such. I'd say it's about the size of a basketball court, the closest I can come to saying. And boy, do they got the stuff. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And well, oddly enough, Burgess had a gift certificate. Yep, he handed it over to me. He says, go ahead there. Go see what you can find, Dad. And I said, okay. I started looking. And man, did I find some stuff. Oh my. They do have CDs, and I got this one, Joe Bussard's Down in the Basement. These are all different kinds of CDs that were taken off of 78 rare 78 RPM records. The Sterling Brothers, The Lost Child, How You Want It Done. That's done by Big Bill. That might be Big Bill Brunzi, I'm thinking. Let's see, The Old Arcs of Moving, A.A. Gray and the 7-foot Dilly. Uh-huh. Let's see, Keep It Clean by Charlie Gordon. I got a hunch they're doing anything but. These are some pretty good old 78s are on there in CD form. Let's see, what else? Okay, Bo Diddley. Here's a nice Bo Diddley 25 classics on double vinyl. There's a CD in there. You can take it to the car if you want. Good old Bo Diddley, man, that guy could play. And it was reasonably priced. I forget just how much, but it was pretty neat. And this particular group, they're very careful how they make their records and everything. So, man, I was glad to get that. Here's every country and western song #1 hit from a 10 CD set from 1944 to 1962. Country and western #1 hits. Oh, there's some doozies in there. Okay. Hank Ballard and the Midnighters live. Yeah, I know. Oh my heavens, is that going to be that's going to be a sight. I can't imagine much better. This would have been some time ago, and I don't see how this can miss. It's going to be. I wish I still had my internet station cooking to hear some of these. Here's one, the Northwest Battle of the Bands. The Northwest, back in the 60s, you can tell these guys are either from colonial days or the 60s. That's where Paul Revere and the Raiders pretty much came from. And if you wanted to see a band that could basically bust your eardrums, it was them. This has got to be good. And again, Knock You Flat is the name of that album. Again, it was all sitting that I could have backed a truck up to Amoeba if I had the money. And Sandy, she'd still be there. We wouldn't have been able to get her to go on the plane. No, she'd just be going out of her mind. Mississippi Sheiks. Remember that song I used to play on my show called "The Sales Tax Is on It"? That's the guys. Yeah, and they evidently did all sorts of songs. I haven't had a chance to hear this yet, but there's 20 songs on this CD. I can't wait. Huh? Yeah, good old Amoeba. And the thing is, you know what kills me? Burgess, he said he never thought of it, but he said I could have DJ'd at Amoeba for an hour. They evidently like having, people that have some expertise with records and such. They love to have them there, maybe, I guess they got a little spot, like a little control booth, and I actually could have done like a little show there. Oh, I would have liked that. That would have been really cool. No, I wouldn't have. Oh, there was a lot of people there, but so what? More the merrier. Would have been cool. And so, anyway, if you ever get a chance, look them up on the web. They have a very strong internet presence, obviously, and I'm sure they can sell. They probably got lists of what they've got, and you can order. Very nice people. They were very gracious to me, and of course, for Burgess and them, it was like old home week. Yeah, Amoeba Records. Amoeba. Amoeba Records. Very nice place. I know they're in Los Angeles, and I'm pretty in Hollywood, in LA, and they're also up in San Francisco. They might have another store. I'm not entirely sure. But I know they got those two. Burgess worked at both of them at one time or another. Anyway, I thought I'd say Amoeba. Okay. Speaking of Amoeba, I've got to split and go to work. I'll see you later, friends. Thank you and God bless.